My story begins in the small village of Lake George. Lake George is the largest lake in the Adirondack Mountain region. The lake is 30 miles long and 3 miles wide. Some of the deepest parts of the lake reaches depths of 200 feet. Only a town of 933 permanent residents during the winter drastically jumps to over 15,000 during the summer. And for one weekend of the lake, I was considered one of those summer comers to the lake. It all started a week before when one of my good friends told me we were going to his lake house for the weekend. He invited four of my good friends and myself to go up for the weekend. This was the last time we were going to see one another because we were all getting ready to leave for college. So we begun to plan out what we were going to do up at the lake, from fishing off the dock to playing can jam until the sun went down. But atop of our list was going to Calv's Pen and go cliff jumping. So the next Saturday, the five of us left for the lake. Only an hour car ride up the Northway from Albany felt like an eternity. Every passing second, I couldn't take my mind off the lake or what was going to occur when we went cliff jumping. When we finally arrived to his house, I'm relieved that we finally got there. We were only in the house for a few minutes to get a quick bite to eat, pack the cooler, and change into our bathing suits. The boat was leaving in 5 minutes. The first thing on our list was go to Calv's Pen. Calv's Pen is the most famous cliff jumping spot on the lake. The cliffs have three different levels of where you can jump off: 20, 40, or 60 feet in the air. On the short boat ride over, I didn't have much time to process about what I was getting myself into. Pulling up to the cliffs was one of the most difficult parts of the whole experience. There were many boats surrounding the cove of where you jump into, and only a few people on top of the cliff jumping into the water. Not a strong swimmer, my friends and I swam over to the base of the 60-foot cliffs and made the decision to go for it. The walk up the cliff was intimidating, from the rocks digging into my feet and hearing the people screaming and the smack of their bodies crashing into the water. At that point, I wasn't sure to go through with it or not. As I was approaching the peak of the cliffs, many thoughts were going through my mind, whether to go through with the jump or not, or to walk back down the cliff and be the only one of my friends not to go through with it. I made up my mind. I was going to do it, but I was going to go to the middle platform before I tried anything else. After a few minutes of pensively thinking over, I took the leap. Crashing into the water was the best feeling. First, to be alive, and second, to just know I could do it. As soon as I realized this, I hurried back up the cliff and continued to jump off the cliffs as if I had been my whole life.